Okay, so now I am in for my eye base and to carve out my brows. I did get this for as a foundation, but it's not like dark enough for my skin tone. I got the lightest shade in it, and it's actually really good for carving out your brows and making a nice eye base with it, so that's why I'm using it for my eyes. As a transition shade before I go in with the darker colours, because this will just peek through and it will make it gradient looking rather than just one bold colour, and it will be better for your cut crease as well because you have different colours peeking through. I'm just making sure my transition shade is all blended out and seamless. Okay, so I'm going with the crease because we're cutting the crease, so you need to have a bit of a darker colour behind it just so that it doesn't look washed out with the one colour. Okay, so I cut a crease off camera. I was really happy with how the look turned out. I wanted to play about with it, so I knew exactly what I wanted to do on camera. This is the first time I'm doing this sort of look, so please bear with me, and I'm going to take you step by step of how I did it. So here I'm cutting the crease, making sure that I'm taking my time and leaving a bit of concealer for the other eyeshadows to blend up into. I'm not fully putting a base down for the concealer, if you know what I mean, but I'm just leaving enough concealer for the other eyeshadows to blend in up into. So now I'm blending in the light green from my transition shade into the concealer. And now I did lose my colour from the concealer, so I went back in after I finished blending here and put the concealer back and then blended over the top of it, so it didn't lose that intensity. Just wanted to sort of keep radiance between the concealer and the green, so that it didn't lose any colour or anything. Now it took a while for me to get this to build up the way I wanted it, but it turned out really well at the end, so you'll see once I'm finished here what I mean. Okay, now I'm taking that dark sea green I used in my crease before I cut it and just building up the colours just to make sure they're really intense and blended. Because you're working over wet concealer, make sure it's all even with the blending and there's no harsh lines or anything. Okay, so I'm using this as my guideline to smoke out my outer edge with the bit of paper here, and I'm going in with a dark green and just blending that into the lighter colours to build up the intensity a wee bit. Okay, so take your time with this step because it is a bit tricky when you're trying to hold a bit of paper and do blending, but it does help if you just keep going over with the 3 colours that you've used so that it all blends out seamlessly and that you get the sort of effect that you want it. Okay, so the reason why I used a bit of paper was because I didn't want to use black eyeliner, but I wanted to use eyeshadow to create like a winged effect. So that was a good idea to sort of help me just blend out the colours and to make a guideline for me to fix it up and to make it rolled straight. So now I'm just going in with that shimmery green colour from the other Morphe coloured palette and applying this to my inner corners. Okay, so I did my foundation and stuff off camera to save a bit of time, but I'm going in with the Maybelline Drama Gel Black Liner just to align my waterlines and smoke it out. Okay, so now I'm smoking out the black with the light transition shade, and then I'm going to go in with the darker sea green afterwards just to give it a bit more colour and depth with the look, because I didn't want it really washed out the bottom and then really intense at the top. So I just did the same on the bottom as I did throughout the crease. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I had so much fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.